Sorry.
It's alright. It's alright.
The proficiency, the execution, Dream Theater, Top of the World Tour. Friday, March 11th, Duke Energy Center, Dream Theater. Special guest, Arch Echo.
Once again, two series for us here, the Midwest Days of Thunder Cup Series. Well, good afternoon, good evening, good morning. This is the Rocky Game 150 brought to you by Jinx Shifters. Well, good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Jason over here, Signature Esports.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another Truck Series race here in Midwest Days of Thunder League. We're live for almost at 125 laps of racing here from Richmond. Joined here tonight by Gary. What's going on, Gary?
Nothing much. Looking forward to some short track racing. See if these guys can try to get some good green flag racing.
Yeah, hold on, I forgot to load up a telemetry I like using. Yeah, that is true. One thing I'm gonna show these guys is I recently did a little bit of an update over this last week or so. They updated these trucks so they represent what the actual Gander, they're not Gander anymore, the Campy World, what the actual trucks look like, and some of the two biggest updates that I noticed are these Toyotas. That front end just looks nasty looking. I think these might be the only Toyota I use.
Yeah, that front end of that Toyota, it looks pretty good, but my personal favorite has to be the Ford. That's a pretty nice looking truck as well.
Yeah, that indeed. I mean, the front end looks nice if you ask me. I'm not a big fan of the back end of the Ford and the Toyota. No, I'm not a big fan of the Toyota back end. Yeah, really not a fan of the back end of the Toyota. I like the 86 Nick Joyner. But anyways, for those who didn't tune in this last week in Mdot, man, did we have a bunch of interesting races this last week in all 4 series. We had that controversial finish here in the truck series with the 906. He went low below the yellow, came back up and collected the guy in front of him. It did stand as he was the winner. And then ARCA, if you guys didn't tune in for that, we had a very interesting finish at the end of ARCA. There was a caution that came out on the final green-white checkered, and as that caution was flying, the front of the pack got involved in another wreck because they were counted as that caution. So Taver and the whole admin crew had to go through and redo the finishing order for that series. The only guy that guaranteed his spot was the winner of that race. And then Cup. Man, Gary, what a Cup race that was. Andrew Kolb scoring his first win with a really good green-white checker battle with Barkley, I believe it was. And then Xfinity. Man, what's Xfinity a show. I don't know how I did it, but it got a top 5, and that was an interesting race. A lot of the top contenders getting knocked out late in the race, and that's one of the things having no quick fixes does, is it gives an opportunity for people to get a top 10, top 5 that usually want to get there. So, bunch of great races last week. We also hope to continue it on as next week will be our off week for Mdot, except Xfinity. We have to make up off week we took for Valentine's Day. So we will be racing next week in Xfinity. I believe we'll actually be right back here if I'm not mistaken.
Let me double check the schedule, but I believe
No,
you're right.
no, we're at Vegas. That's right. We're at Vegas.
Vegas, that's gonna be fun.
I love 1.5 tracks. And then, we got time real quick. Let's go through. So, Thursday night, we got ARCA, which is going to be live at the Nashville Super Speedway. They just got done with their Nashville Fairgrounds race. And we got Cup, who was also going to Nashville Super Speedway. So, ARCA and Cup going to the other hybrid track on the actual NASCAR schedule, Nashville Super Speedway, before they have an off week.
Yeah, Nashville Super Speedway. It's a bigger track than a short track like, say, Richmond, and it is a lot longer straightaways, but it drives like a short track, the way you have to brake hard into the turns to try to keep it down there and get that good runoff.
Yeah, let's go ahead and let's pull down Adam. I'm pulling down Adam because he's fast week in and week out, and let's get his input on how this update that came out today has changed the handling of these trucks.
Let me see if I can find him. I'm not sure if he's in any of these BCs. Oh, yep, he's in Pit Road.
What's going on, Adam? Isaac and Gary in the booth, got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, man, we pulled you down because you seem to be the front runner every week, dude. Big question I gotta ask you, man. I know this package update came out and makes the trucks look better. Did it change the handling of them at all?
I don't think so. I mean,
Oh, dang.
I don't really think it changed as far as from this one to the old one.
Dang, I was hoping for a big update. Alright, man, I was hoping you were coming in here and be like, yeah, man, they get loose more often, they're harder to handle, but you're saying they're still hot, nice through butter, easy as all can be to drive.
Tight as a wedge, man.
Alright, man, good luck tonight's race, dude.
Yep.
We drag him back up the pit road. That's where he got him out of. And we'll get qualifying underway as looks like we got some takers out on track. Let's go ahead and ride along with Mr. Alex 4J. Let's do some cockpit riding around here, see how these trucks handle. And anything like any other track, they're probably really easy to handle here at Richmond.
Yeah, I was doing some test laps earlier, and especially with the way the track conditions are right now, these things are really nice to handle. They're nice on the braking. Just gotta be careful because you don't want to brake too heavily, because then that'll send your truck around real quick.
Yeah, that is true. With these trucks being so easy to handle, you want that. I prefer the brake bias to be as low as I can be, to just where I'm barely almost cutting loose. So you on the brakes too hard is going to cut that truck one way or another. As currently Kevin Jordan getting the fast time of a 22.2, I believe, is what I'm reading right. No, 22.4.
Yeah, 22,
Alex 4J goes to the top of the leaderboards with a 22.16. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the Toyota back end. I don't like the triple headlights or taillights. I mean, go ahead and watch.
I'm not a fan of it either.
So go ahead and watch Adam here, man. How do you go from a really thick looking front end to just in the back? Gosh.
That's these imports for you. A lot of these imports don't look as good as some of the American ones.
As Adam got loose on his second lap, so he's going to have to settle for a 5th place start if no one is able to beat his time. So these things do cut a little loose here. All right. I think Matty G and Brandon were going out in stream. I just missed it. So we're currently looking for some more takers. Looks like we have the 39 out on track right now. 39 of Josh O'Connor. He's having a pretty strong season. He's putting some more practice laps. I'm also wondering, I probably should ask Adam that, if they had to redo their paint schemes at all. I know
a few of them probably might have, because they did change the way some of the curves are on the truck. So it really messes with the paint, and you have to go through Photoshop and mess with the PSD more.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone who wanted to put a lap and got one in. We're looking at, I believe, 23 drivers scheduled for here tonight. After that interesting finish last week, and let's see if the 906 has any friends left over, because man, there was a lot of people in the Twitch in the broadcast stream that was not a fan of what happened there at the end of that race.
Yeah, 906 after last week, he seems to be turning into a Kyle Busch of Mdot.
I wouldn't say that. It's not like he wrecked him under caution. It's just got a little too aggressive at the end of the race. But I mean, yet again, you look at it, super speedways. Well, that's what you would expect there.
Oh yeah.
Cody shots and rivalries are on tonight. I cannot say that word. I cannot say that word to save my life. It's because of my damn lips. But yeah, that is for true chances. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Chance was the one that got spun at the end of that race. I might be wrong, though.
So. I'd have to go back and look at the results, but I believe so.
Well, it looks like Alex 4J is going to score the pole here, as I think we're coming down to the end of qualifying.
Why don't you say we pull up our points leader while they're grinning and see what he thinks about tonight?
Yeah, who is our points leader? Is it still Chase?
Yep, Chase Harden.
Oh, it's still Chase, Mr. Harden.
Let me pull him up here.
Hey, what's going on, Chase? I think he might be AFK. Yeah, we'll pull him back down while I'm talking during one of the cautions.
Yeah, we'll talk to him later.
Anyway, while these trucks get ready to start, go ahead and go through our starting lineup here. Your top 10, you got Alex 4G in at 19, posting a 22.16. Outside row 2, you're going to have the other Chase Jones in that 4 machine. Row 2, you're going to have Kevin Jordan and Josh O'Connor. Row 3, you're going to have Adam Leideke and Daniel Quigley. I want to say I said that right. Definitely a newcomer in this week. Row 4, you got Gene Wolfe and Oliver Turan. And round out the top 10 on row 5, you got Vincent Bacon and Josh Van Western.
Row 6, you got Brian Tiffany and Alex Goff. Row 7, you got Marshall Harris and Ryan Simone. Row 8, you got the Harden brothers, Chase Harden and Peyton Harden. Row 9, you got Nick Joyner and Blake Deppinett. Row 10, you got David McGuire and Corey Raboyne. Row 11, you got DJ Schallenberger and Brandon Hughes. And rounding out the field, you got Cody Shantz in that number 6 car.
Yeah, definitely keep an eye on that number 6 machine at 906 if they get near each other. Let's see if some heartbreak from last week gets spilled over into this week. It's going to be really interesting. Man, I will say one thing, Gary. I swear, I think we went from like almost all Chevys to all Toyotas. I'm seeing a lot of Toyotas out there tonight. I'm not used to seeing many Toyotas in iRacing in the field.
I'm seeing a lot of Toyotas, but I'm also seeing quite a bit of blue and yellow trucks out here as well. A couple up in front.
Yeah, that's true. Everyone's well, if anyone's been keeping up with the news, we all know what they're supporting there, and I think everyone can agree we all stand with Ukraine at this time. Pace lights are off on the truck. There's a quick little short 1 lap warm-up lap, or pace lap you can call it. Pace truck's gonna pull off. Alex and Chase will lead us to green. No, I think it's a 2 lap. My apologies. I thought it was 1 lap. I didn't see any lights on the pace truck.
I wonder what's going on with the number 41 of Blake Deppinett, because he was not here and he did not grid at the start of this race.
I wonder if he loaded in and then backed out by any chance.
Yeah, but I'm looking in the chat logs, it looks like he manually disconnected.
Cody Shantz, famous quote by Del Steiner. I didn't mean to wreck him, just wanted to rattle his cage a little bit. But pace truck's off this time by 14, 19 and 4 leading us to green. I'm all dyslexic tonight. Alex and Chase getting a pretty even start. We're going to find out early on whether the low or the high line the line of being on a restart. The 95 and 4 get into it early on here in turn 2. Able to keep it going there. Also, another thing that should be interesting is see how much of that net code that we've had an issue with as the caution is out. I
believe that was Brian Tiffany who brought out the yellow.
Brian Tiffany, that number 35 machine. Oh yeah, he's definitely all banged up on the side. To go back and...
Oh! 78 could not get her slowed down enough for the corner. It looks like he barely came up and hit 35.
Yeah, I believe that was going into turn 3 here. We rewind it back. I was just talking about netcode, and I mean, that was so weird how the 35 kicked around because, yeah, I mean, it would have spun him, but it like jerked him up the track. I was even ready to praise iRacing. Hope they fix their netcode, but Brian Tiffany pulling into pits here early on. Lap 1, first caution ready. As Alex was able to get in front of Chaser early on, and Kevin Jordan's going to restart outside row 1.
That was some good racing that we've seen up front, though. These guys were really close here at the start of that restart, and it didn't look like anybody was pulling away too much, but you only just got a couple laps there to look at. We'll have to see how these guys get on a long green flag run.
Yeah, I'm still really curious on how, like, because every week, I mean, it's really kind of, for the most part, about 60% of these drivers we'll see in the ARCA series. And ARCA just seems to be so much cleaner, so much more hard battling, and so little mistakes. But here in trucks, it's mistakes all over the place, And it's weird because there ain't no quick fix in trucks, but there's a quick fix in ARCA.
I wonder if these guys are more used to driving the ARCA cars than they are the trucks. That might be playing a factor.
Yeah, I don't know, because I mean, I know we talked about it before. Trucks is a C-class race, you know, with cautions. ARCA is what I like to call iRating killer. You go in there, you're losing safety and iRating because no cautions, D-class, and you're getting all the people from rookie class coming up. So, I couldn't tell you because I don't think I've touched an ARCA car in an official race since I got out of D-class.
There's a few tracks where I'll go down and drive the ARCA car, but there's not a lot of them that'll go down and run
Nope.
class.
I wonder if Tiffany got a meatball flag there, which would be interesting if he did, because he is still sitting on pit lane.
I'm not seeing one. He might just have a lot of damage.
Pace truck pulls off. You got blue and yellow front row, 1995. Leading us back to green on lap 5. Going into lap 6, 19 getting a better to launch. 95, I think he might have missed a shift there. Shifted a little bit later than 19 did. As a 51 goes way high in the corner. Something I haven't mentioned here at Richmond, you gotta be careful of that. Out of 2, there is a huge divot in the track. If you catch that wrong, you will go for a ride. Come off turn 2, 95 is gonna get sideways, collects it. Everyone drives straight 3 wide, almost going into turn 1. What a save that was by Mr. Kevin Jordan. Wow.
And he still stayed out front. That's amazing how he can save that and still stay out there.
Yeah, it was interesting how Alex took that corner exit, almost like he saw him get loose as the caution was going to come out. I'm seeing the 24 involved in that one, possibly. Corey Raboyne.
Yeah, Corey Raboyne in the back, and a few other cars are involved in that as well.
Let's go back and watch what might have happened here. Oh, it looks like the 66 just drove it into deep down low. He got his braking points. 906 barely making it through. Who was that through the middle? I don't know who that was through the middle, but wow.
I believe that was the 6.
That was the 6. Let's go ahead and ride cockpit view with the 6 here, as this happened right in front of him. Yeah, that 86, he hit the corner right. I just don't think he realized that truck was down low. It's not like he overshot the corner or something.
Yeah, that looked weird.
Uh-oh, fighting words
Like
already?
6 is right next, or right behind that 906 truck. We'll see if he has anything for him from Talladega.
I'm more curious to see if these two brothers get into it. You got Peyton and Chase riding nose to tail right now.
Yeah, and they started right next to each other, too.
And how about this 36 paint scheme? We'll have to get a closer look at this. This looks badass. See what he was there, but that looks sick, dude. Wow.
I think it's supposed to be it's supposed to be sort of taking inspiration from Arrow McLaren over in IndyCar, possibly.
I like his back bumper. He says, "I'm not blinking. I'm just going too fast." Hey, Ricketts, if you're watching, man, I got a new logo for your back bumper, dude. Old Blinky McGee. That's funny. Alrighty, we got 2 cautions, and both cautions been out in the back. But man, that 95 had one heck of a save coming out of turn 4. I don't know how those top 3 kept it going. I thought for sure the 4 can get in the back of him, but the 4 did the smart thing, checked up, and he probably lost some momentum because of it. And the 19 of Alex Fortier as well. He exited that corner at a weird angle because he saw the 95 get loose.
Yeah. It's amazing some of the saves that you can get on here. And stuff like that is what I think makes sim racing and iRacing such a great service. With moments like that you get, which are just amazing, that you can't get on any other racing game.
No, you cannot. I believe the pace truck lights are off and wanting to go this time by with the 94. 95, man, I'm dyslexic tonight. 95 and 4 leading us a green here in lap 12 going into lap 13. Followed by Alex Ford J and Adam Leideke in that third row. You're going to have Daniel Quigley, and Gene Wolfe. The pace truck pulls off, and let's go green flag racing yet again. The green flag flies, and we're back. Green flag racing. 95 getting a really good jump there. He didn't miss a shift that time. You got Ford, Toyota, and then I believe another Ford. Now that's another Chevy. Yep, one Chevy, 3 Toyotas, and a Ford in top 5. Oh, the Ford.
The bumper to the 95.
Ford, the bumper of the 95. A little too early for that. 3 wide, possibly. I thought they're about to go 3 wide. Alex 4J thought otherwise. Adam Leideke kind of stuck on the outside line, trying to get around this 19 to Alex 4J. Believe he's going to get it this time by. That 95 is really struggling off the exit of 4. That 4 is gaining so much momentum on him. The 95 is just taking away that preferred line out of 4, and the 4 can't get around him. 95 gets loose again, coming out of 2. He's going to open the door for the 4 to go side by side going into turn 3. In the meantime, Adam Leideke able to take away that third spot from Alex 4J. Wow, what's going on? Let's go check in on the Harden brothers. It looks like Peyton's able to edge out his younger brother for the time being, I should say.
They got some really good racing out in front of them. They're racing for, I believe, the 9th position.
Yeah, I'm looking at the front of this 4. He must have drilled the back of the 95 because that front is all crinkled in now.
Oh yeah, it is.
I don't know how much.
But it's a short track, so I don't think it really affects it too much here.
No,
But
you would be surprised at Richmond how much aero matters. Really, when I'm talking about aero not mattering a short track, you would have to be a place like Nashville where we were last week against Caution to Fly. Looks like the 15 of Schallenberger involved into that one. Let's see what might happen here. No, 906 getting in the back of the 15 on corner entry.
Oh, looks like he kind of just missed the corner and his car just went right.
Yeah, we're going to slow it down here real quick. Yeah, you see him turning right. I think it's both a mixture of the 15 coming down and the 906 coming up, but the 15 is trying to take the racing line down into the turn. Go ahead and ride cockpit view here with the 906 going into that corner.
He had the wheel turn to the left, but I think he might have locked up the brakes coming in the corner.
Yeah, it could have been the thing. He might have locked him up a little bit. And let's see if the Ford decides not to come to pit lane, but our leader, Kevin Jordan, has chose to pit this time by.
And he's bringing a lot of them down pit lane with him, as we only got 6 guys staying out.
Yeah, it looks like everyone's 7th on back chooses to stay out, as looks like the 24 of Corey Raboyne will go ahead and get one of his last back, or his only lap he's down back. caution here. Let's go ahead and bring up our points leader. What's going on, Chase?
Nothing much. What about you?
Oh, now you talk. There you go. Hey, man, still got the points lead going into tonight's race. Waiting for y'all to come out of pits. I think you're still behind your brother there.
Nope.
No, you stayed out. Okay, you stayed out. I was about to say, man, I went back to you hoping to see you give your brother a little friendly bump there. But, yeah, they're kind of racing pretty clean back there. Talking through what's going on here in this race. And I know Adam said they don't drive any differently, but let us know if you feel these trucks drive a little bit differently. This is update.
I don't feel any difference. But yeah, me and my brother were just racing clean. I thought about giving him a bump. I'm not gonna lie, but I kind of held myself there. I was kind of mad when he sent it 3 wide with me. But I just kept it inside, and now I'm in front of him. So that's all that matters.
Yeah, I'll have to make sure you give your brother a little bit of slack later on. You know, he's in the podium finishers chat. You'll have to tell him that might be the only time he's in there.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be the only time he's in there.
All right, man. Good luck the rest of this race, dude.
Thanks, Isaac.
All right, Gary. I think we should bring the other Harden in if he's on that list. One of these cautions, but I think next caution, let's bring in either the 4 if Chase Jones if he's on there, or bring in Alex for Jay. It's for Jay on there.
Yes, 4J is on here, so I'm thinking either.
I think for Jay. We haven't talked with for Jay since the road course in ARCA, so I think we should bring for Jay in here next caution.
Yeah, why not?
We just talked to Adam, start the race. I try to spread the love around with people who want to get pulled up, not pull the same people up 2 or 3 times during the race.
Yep.
I gotta take another look at the double O2 machine of Oliver Terrain. It says something about safety rating. I'm trying to figure out what exactly it says. Safety rating racing.
I believe it says on the back. I'm just here for the safety ring.
Don't wreck me, bro. People getting creative with their paint schemes this week. All right, I like it. As the pace truck's going to pull off here, Adam Leideke, who didn't have a qualifying run he wants, he can start outside row 1. Keep an eye on him on his restart with that 4 having that front end damage. We're about to see right here how much that front end damage is going to affect and all that clean air. As Adam way overdrives that corner, going to lose a lot of ground to the 4. The 19's going to try to sneak in there, can't quite get his nose in there. Looks like the 4 overshot that turn, kind of shoved Adam up the track there a little bit. Chase Jones leading this lap by.
His way in there. Coming in turn number 1 and 2.
Yeah, the 19th Alex Ford J trying to get by the 51 of Adam Leideke. They had a battle earlier on in today's race where Adam was able to come out in front of him on the outside line, but I think Alex Ford J is going to get the advantage this time by. And here comes the 95 of Kevin Jordan on fresh tires. I think these guys are going to realize how quick. Oh, we got spin on the back. Look like Chase Harden involved in that one. And indeed, it was Chase Harden. Kind of just. Oh, and Peyton Harden both involved in that one. I think Chase might have got. Oh, yeah. I don't know.
He got rear-ended by the 4.
He did, and it was the ever so slightest tap, but that's the one part of this track going in and into 1 and 3 where you don't want to get bumped.
He almost had it saved, but it looked like he just overcorrected it.
Yeah, and that's one of the tricky things about these vehicles, whether it's the trucks, cars, or whatever, is when you're like, I'll try to pause it so you viewers understand. So when you're where he's at right here, and it just snaps on you, there's no coming back from that. I think what he might have did wrong there, let's go ahead and write cockpit here with him. I think he might have tried to stay on the gas too long. Let's go ahead and play it and listen. Oh, no, he was off the gas when it snapped. Oh. See, 83 involved in that as well. 4 getting some more damage, and Peyton Harden, the 43 coming in as well, getting some damage. So hopefully he don't have too much damage. He might got a meatball, though. Let's go ahead and bring in the 19 Alex 4J Wire under caution yet again here at Richmond.
I'm not seeing him in any of the voice channels at all. I don't know if you are.
Nope. Well, darn. Kelsey Wiles on YouTube. She definitely remembers what happened last week. It's 906 dirty. I think Chase will get mad at me again because this is the second week in a row I pulled him in for an interview. The next restart, he gets involved in a wreck. And then if I remember correctly, the first lap on the next restart, he gets involved in a wreck. So I think Chase is gonna he's gonna say he wants off that list.
Yeah, maybe.
Look like he's still on pit lane getting some damage fixed. Tough break for a points leader here tonight. That's one thing about these short tracks. You got to remember different braking points.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing that these guys who run Mdot always stress every time we come to a short track is everybody's going to have different braking points, and if you're not prepared for that, then that's when something like that's going to happen.
Yeah, keep your eye on this 95 and 4 in this restart. The 4 was rattling. I'm going to use what Cody Shant said. The 4 is rattling the 95 a lot when he's behind him. I don't know if the 95 is going to race him the same or he's going to try to get by him cleanly, but definitely keep your eye on those two trucks as we get ready for this restart here with, I believe, it's going to be 1 to go this time by. I can't view that right now, Gary. You know what? Kelsey mentioned a 32. I can't wait for the 32 to get a good finish here. I swear he has the biggest fan base for the races I broadcast, ARCA and trucks. It seems like every race I broadcast, he has 4 or 5 people in there rooting for him.
Yeah, there's a few guys in here in each series that always have a decent fan base going. "32" is one of those ones. Would you say he's the most popular driver in Mdot right now?
I wouldn't say an Mdot, but definitely in the lower series for sure.
Yeah.
So 4 and 19 leading us to green flag race, and keep your eye on that 95 inside row 2. Him and the 4 have been banging bumpers all night long. I just can't talk tonight, man.
Looks like that 19 gets a really good launch off of the corner. We'll expect him to try to see if he can make it up here on his front stretch.
Yeah, 19 gets a really good run on corner exit coming out of 4. It's going to take that lead away from Chase Jones with the 95 in third place behind him. Kind of keep around this 95 and this 4. Oh, we got a couple trucks into the wall for turn. Oh, and Marshall Harris going to get in the back of someone. It's going to bring the caution out. I saw that happening because I saw him bang off the wall. Go back and see who all might have got collected in that. Marshall exits. He's just trying to get off the wall and just barely hits the O2. Alex Golf involved in that one. Looks like just a 2, maybe 3 car truck incident right there.
Ooh. Josh barely made it through that. Joshua O'Connor in that 39 truck.
I'm kind of surprised I haven't heard of any tempers flaring yet.
Yeah, I haven't been hearing anything over the race comms or in Discord.
Is your race comms on?
Yeah, I'm not the one who's got the stream going.
Well, I don't know if you remember to turn them off from last night.
Yeah, but I always make sure to turn them back on.
Hey, speaking of last night at paint schemes, man, you like that paint scheme I had? You like it?
It wasn't bad.
My girl asked me afterwards. She's like, "So how much of my face did you beat off of?" I don't know. Whatever was on the right side was gone.
Yeah, it looks like a little bit of that left rear was kind of messed up as well.
Yeah, that was from the 91 and 73, I believe, incident. And it was funny because afterwards she's like, "Man, you're hitting the wall a lot." I'm like, "Yeah," and it was Dover. I'm like, "I hit that wall a lot less than I thought it would, so leave me alone." I mean, shoot, I'll take a fourth place finish when 52 to go. I was 2 laps down in ninth place. I'll take a fourth. I should not have gotten. But it was a fun race. All these races in Mdot are fun. Whether you're racing, broadcasting it, crew chiefing it, it's always fun.
Oh yeah.
So I think the one thing I don't like about broadcasting though is I don't really know where the rivalries are at. Like when I'm driving a crew chief, and I know who to watch out for. While I'm broadcasting, it's hard to tell. I mean, I'm pretty sure that 6 and 906 might race each other a little hard here for a bit. But other than that, I don't know. It looks like we have some takers on pit road. It looks like 8th back, all pitted that time by. Alex Fort J and Adam Leideke still have yet to pit here tonight.
Looking at their pit times, it looks like all of them are taking 4 tires and fuel, it looks like.
I can't get over that Toyota back end. I don't like it. I'm going to go to the front end view. I don't like the back end. But top 5, you got 3 Toyotas and 1 Ford and 1 Chevy. So, man, I was just thinking about this. Wouldn't it be cool if Mdot had like a manufacturer's cup as well, just for fun?
Maybe. That might be pretty...
I mean, it would just be cool. I mean, because almost everyone that drives a certain brand, they drive it for a reason, you know. I drive Chevys because, one, Dodge ain't in NASCAR no more. They might come back with Tony Stewart in talks with Dodge, but in the meantime, Dodge ain't in NASCAR. Not a Ford guy at all. And I'm a big Hendrick fan, so I drive Chevys all the time. So this would be pretty cool if you had manufacturer points involved in this racing, you know, kind of how it go throughout all 4 series.
Yeah, I kind of mix up a little bit. Most of the mile and a halves I'll drive Ford, but at super speedways I'll drive Chevy just because it feels like the Chevy's... I don't know if it's just me, but the Chevy's
It's just you.
a lot nicer.
It's just you.
Ford, so.
Shh, I'm trying to wait till next week. Oh, Cody. Green flag racing we go yet again. 1995 leads to green. Keep an eye on Adam Leideke. I believe this is the first time starting low in the front 2 rows. See what he can do here in that low line. He's been stuck up outside all night long. And also keep an eye on that 95. He's been getting loose on corner exits. The 19, Alex Fort J, still holding that lead over the 95. How they say that 95 is going to look low going into turn 1.
I wonder if those 2 are teammates, because they're running the same paint scheme, just inverse colors. So I wonder if those 2 are teammates.
Oh, they are. Oh, for the most part, I mean, it's the same concept. I get what you're saying there. Everyone's trying to start. Everyone's starting to single file it out. Looks like this
Marshall Harris
6.
again.
Oh, wow. That was a big wreck in front of Marshall. Looks like Cody Shantz involved in that one.
That's going to take out both of the TMJ drivers, or TMJ, and then the HSR.
Yeah, well, we'll have to go back and slow that down. 906 got a little bit of action there, and then the 002 got involved as well. I think he was trying to come to a stop and just, oh yeah, he nailed the 39. That 6 is something weird too. He hit that wall and bounced off of it. What? Let's go back and watch this in slow-mo. This might have been a little bit of netcode here. Q6 coming down for corner edge. Yeah, I mean, ever so slightly it was netcode, but I guess iRacing can't be perfect. Also, Gary, I don't know if you knew this or not, but in that update, one of the things iRacing updated was something with how the cars bounce off the wall to try to eliminate the wall ride you can get in a lot of the cars. So that might be why we saw the 6 bounce off so awkwardly like he did.
Yeah, that might be playing a big factor today.
Still, 19 of Alex and the 51 of Adam have opted out to come to pit lane. At this field, starting to thin out a little bit here too. We only got, I believe, 13 drivers on the lead lap. Marshall Harris being the last truck.
That's what it's looking like.
We started with 23. 2 have left. And we're down to 21 with 13 being on the lead lap. And 3 of them being a lap down. As Nick Joyner saying he's been having problems with the update. So I guess that's what had happened there when he had went a little too low there and got in that one of the cautions.
Yeah.
So tough break for Nick Joyner as it's a little bit. I might have to go out and test drive for my league races this week and then if he's having problems. That's the one thing I hate about when the new seasons come out is it changes so much stuff. I gotta go in there and reset all sorts of settings and graphic settings, all this stuff, and I'm like, can you all just leave it the same, please? But anyway, Gary, we're coming up to gonna be 47 to go, or 40 slap 47 when we come to green this time by. Who you got here tonight?
Yeah, well, it's tough because there's a lot of guys out there who have really fast trucks tonight, but I'm looking maybe gotta go with the 95 or the number 4. One of those 2 guys, I think.
You can only pick one.
Yeah, I gotta go with the 95 Kevin
I'm gonna have to go. I gotta go with the 51 of Adam Ladicki. Has yet to pit, still up there in the top 3. Someone just blew their engine. And he messed up his qualifying run, so he didn't really qualify where he wants to be at. So definitely keep an eye on that 51 of Adam Ladicki. Look like green flag racing here this time by 1995. Those yellow and blue paints he's battling out. A little bit of netcode right there. 95 got all sorts of left rear damage now. That came out of nowhere. How about this 25 of Josh Van Western? Haven't mentioned him all night long. Qualified P10, and here he is up here in the top 5, passing the number 4 machine of Chase Jones for that 5th position.
Yeah, he's having a really good run tonight here at Richmond.
The 4 is going to look inside here. Going to try to take over this position. Man, that nose is all beat up on that 4 machine. Still side by side he goes. Looks like 4 can get the advantage on corner exit. 25 is going to follow in suit and kind of sit behind him. I thought he was going to try to cross him over there for a bit. Come across the start-finish line this time by lap 50. In the meantime, Alex 4J on that no pit strategy has built a 7/10 second lead over the 95 of Kevin Jordan.
I how much longer that 19 of Alex Forze can make it before he has to pit. Cause I was doing the math earlier. I know under green flag conditions, these guys can run around 25 laps on fuel, but they did have a lot of yellows, so we'll see how his fuel is looking here later on in the run.
I don't know if that math is right because I know Xfinity, we're only burning 0.2 gallons a lap. So Richmond, a little bit smaller of a track. You're on the brakes a little bit more at Richmond. You're going to throttle up a lot less at Richmond. I think you would get more. I mean, if these guys are running about a 10-gallon tank, 0.2 a lap, you're looking at least 40 laps right there. Somewhere the math is off. I don't see it being only a 25 run. I mean, shoot, at Daytona on 50%, 55% fuel, you can get 19 laps. In the meantime, we're trying to figure out fuel. Adam Leidick is looking, trying to make his move around that 95 for P2. As the 4 has gotten around both the 40 and 25, and he's back in 4th place. You got that 40 machine, Daniel Quigley, kind of round out the top 5, sitting back there quietly like he has been all night in a top 5 position.
Looks like you got Joshua O'Connor. He's pulling in the pits. Might be trying to get some damage fixed, or we'll see what's going on there.
Yeah, and how about Ryan Simone sitting currently 2nd in points, but after tonight he might assume that points lead, sitting back here in 8th place, behind this 906 machine, which is a lap down, a little bit behind Alex Golf, about a second behind him, just kind of quietly sitting there in P8. This is the long green flag run we were waiting for. Alex Forge is still driving away. As looks like the 4 of almost the Chase Harden. Chase Jones is back on that bumper, the 95 machine. Like I said earlier, these guys are beating bumpers earlier. As they massive squeeze, they're done by the 95, trying to cut that 4 off in corner entry.
He's going to try for the crossover, but he's not going to quite get there.
Yeah, Chase Jones on the freshest tires out in the top 5. He last pitted on lap 35. I think we're starting to see how important those fresh tires are as he gets around the 95 with Kevin Jordan pretty easily.
Liaki, he's up in 4th right now, and he's on that no pit stop strategy as well. Having a pretty good run.
Yeah, but I've been watching Adam and his lap times. They've been starting to fall off pretty slowly here. I mean, that last time by, Alex Forge actually the fastest on track, but Adam's starting to lose about a half a tenth a lap here. Someone's serving a penalty for the black flag. I think you had mentioned earlier. Someone had came to pit lane. They were serving a penalty, so it's a 55-second stop because he didn't uncheck tires. Wow. Oh, you can't uncheck tires. Okay. So just got word these guys cannot uncheck tires, which is interesting.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Alex Forge started killing the last traffic. Peyton Harden couldn't pick a line. Almost got wrecked by the 19 of Alex. He went from high to low, back to high. Alex is in a bunch of lap traffic. That's going to allow the Chase Jones to try to close up a little bit here. Gap now to a 2.7.
To go into test drive here real quick just to test, and it seems like it's letting me uncheck my tires.
I think whoever that was, they went in to serve the penalty, forgot to uncheck tires. What he might have meant to say.
Yeah, that might be it.
The 19 starting to catch up some lap traffic. We're now down to only 11 on the lead lap. Alex Golf being the next target here for Alex 4J. Something had to happen to Alex Golf because he was running 7th and he is now running 11th.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened with Alex.
We got a nice green flag run going, and somehow Alex 4J is still building on his lead in front of Chase Jones, who was on technically 35 lap newer tires. I don't know how this guy's doing it. Someone might need to dig into his PC and look for some grip cheese or something, because he is on a mission to collect this win.
I wonder if he might be, with having such a big gap, I wonder if it's going through his head that he might have to save fuel. Try to stay out longer.
I don't know if he'll be able to save enough. I mean, he's going to have to pit. I think everyone's going to have to pit one more time. The last time anyone was on pit lane was Brandon Hughes and Marshall Harris on lap 43.
Yeah. And right now, Brandon Hughes is in P7, up 14 spots. Having a pretty good run.
Gap is now up to 3.6. Man, with his long green flag run, this field thinning out. We really didn't got too much battles going on here tonight. It looks like we might have one for 9th place between the 83 and 36. We did have one there for a bit. Looks like the 83 of Vince Facun was able to get around, not Chase, wow, there it is, Ryan Simone. Chase Harding going down low, letting all these guys by.
We're starting to get really far into the run. That's my question is, how much longer can these guys make it?
Looks like Adam Leideke's coming to pit lane this time by. In the meantime, the 4 is Chase Jones getting around the 40 of Daniel Quigley. He must have gotten the wall. Oh, wow, yeah, he definitely got on the wall. Bunch of right side damage on that 4 machine. He was running P2 and he has fallen back to, it was P4 at the time. It's the 40 of Daniel Quigley trying to get around him. Oh, he gets into the wall again, coming off of 4. Well, one thing you realize quick here in these short tracks, you hit that wall too hard, it's going to tighten that truck car up way a lot. A lot more than you want.
That it will.
Looks like the 4 is coming to pit lane this time by.
Some of these tracks, if you hit that wall, it'll glue you into the wall and off and straight.
Speaking of hitting the wall, I believe the 00 of Alex Hoff to slam the wall right in front of the leader. Oh, he's going to drift off the track. He's going to hit Ryan Simone. No caution.
Simone saves it.
Man, I thought they were going to bring out a caution. And that was probably one thing these guys did not want to see, especially being trapped a couple laps down.
One amazing save from Ryan Simone. I'll bet Alex probably puckered a little bit during that.
No, I think Alex would want to see a caution there. With Adam Leideke coming to pit lane being stuck a lap down, if you're Alex, you want to see a caution right there. Come to pit lane, get the fresh tires, because you know he's running low on fuel right now.
Oh yeah, he is. Because he has not been at all yet, so we'll see how many more laps he can stay out.
Not coming by this time. And the longer he stays out, the more of a gap this 51 of Adam Leideke, who was running 4th when he pitted, and be able to close in on the fresher tires.
Looks like Ryan Simone is bringing his truck into the pits.
Looks like
So
4J is.
Alex 4J.
Yep. I'm going to leave the 95 of Kevin Jordan out there. He's going to take over the lead this time by. Kevin and Daniel staying out. Last time they pitted was on lap 20, followed by the 25 of Josh Van Western. He also pitted on lap 20.
Now, do you think Alex might be able to make it to the end from here?
Oh, for sure.
Or
For
yeah.
sure. Because we went green flag racing on lap 47. So that was about a 30 lap run right there. Technically 77 lap run on that fuel. Yeah, he's for sure good to the end now. Now the question is is everybody else good on fuel? I'm curious if Brandon Hughes is good on fuel. Because if he is good on fuel, him and Marshall are in a perfect spot to win this race if it stays green.
that they are, because both of them came down pit road on lap 42.
Yep, and they got Vincent Fakin. He pitted on. He must have came in. Oh, caution is out.
That is not what Alex Forget wanted to see. But I believe he's the first car lap down, so he'll be getting that lucky dog.
Looks like Chase Harding collected and the 4 machine collected in that one. Tough break for the 4 machine. Oh, he's gotten the wall trying to come off and unfortunately collected one of our front runners, the 4 of Chase Jones. So Chase and Chase getting involved in the caution here, and I believe that's going to end Chase Jones' night. Tough break there. Ooh, trucks. So this is going to shake things up for sure. You got a bunch of trucks 2 laps down. And you're going to have only 8 on the lead lap.
We'll have to see how the rest of this race plays out. Once these guys come out of the pits, who do you think we should bring up for interviews?
I don't know. Because not a lot of people use their Discord team channels. Whoever you got on the list that we haven't talked to yet that's on
What we could, I see Alex Forget's in the AFK channel, but when we pull him in, we might be able to talk to him. Why don't we see if he pits here?
No, he got the lucky dog.
Alright, so should I pull him in, see if we can talk to him?
Yeah, pull in Mr. 4J. Hey, what's going on, Alex?
Hello.
Hey, man, first and foremost, I gotta ask you, dude. What website you running through for those grip cheats? Because, man, you are hauling, even on old tires, building that lead up, dude. How are you getting done here? How are you getting that done here at Richmond?
I think it's a question of rhythm, and I think I really understand how you have to enter the corner while braking, let it go a bit, and then accelerate slowly, go right to the wall. It's really something about rhythm, and I think I really got it. But this yellow is really screwing me up.
Yeah, I believe you were
the
lucky dog that time.
Yeah.
But I was about to ask you that next to you, that caution's not what you wanted to see there, man. Talk through what you're worried about here. Is you're going to have to make your way back through the field to be up there battling for the win here, and with about 40 laps to go when we go green.
I mean, as long as the wreck don't happen in front of me, and otherwise I can avoid it, I should be fine, because I think yellows bring yellows. So I mean, one more caution and I'm back up front with these guys. I have to fight for the win.
All right, man. Good luck the rest of this race, and let's hope you can stay out of those wrecks and be up there for the win.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's definitely a tough break for Alex. You're dominating most of this race, and he's going to have the treacherous task of driving through this field and trying to do it cleanly but also fast, because he's going to have about 42 laps to do it if it stays green.
much he's gonna wear his tires driving through the field unless he's really careful about it. It's gonna be tough trying to get back up front.
Josh Van Wester starting up front for first time here tonight. 95 and 25, leading us to green this time by. They're 3 wide back there at the 906, and someone else is trying to get around that 002 machine of Oliver Turin, I believe his name is. But in the meantime, 95 building a pretty good lead over this 25 machine. As Dan Quigley is going to fall into third there as we go check in on this number 19 Alex 4J. Currently got around Brian Tiffany now. Oh, there's a spin in front of him on the backstretch. 25. Oh, he's not going to be able to collect it. Fortunately, no one else got involved in that mayhem. At least I don't believe. 906 somehow got through that. Well, we'll watch his cockpit view this here in a second. Just got loose coming off of 2. Does a great job locking it down, keeping off the walls. And then here comes the 906, barely getting through. What's up?
Looks like that was just a product of cold tires coming into effect with some of these guys.
Yeah, I know one guy out on track that wanted to see that caution with this 19 machine of Alex 4J. And a 36 of Ryan Simone. This is going to put Ryan Simone the only truck a lap down. So, you know, pending another caution, if you don't get involved in it, he's practically guaranteed a 9th place finish right now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Ryan Simone will be getting one of his 2 laps back this time by. You know, Ryan Simone, in the position he's in, kind of reminds me of where I was at last night. 2 laps down and 52 laps to go. So, and also be interested to see who pits this time by. If I'm really Alex or Vince or something like that, I mean, what do you got to lose pitting this time by? Get those extra fresh tires to try to make your way back through the field. But it looks like we have no takers on pit lane this time by.
A lot of the guys on that are a lap down are coming in the pits. That's what it's telling me. And you got the 25 of Josh Van Weston. He's coming in pits.
Yeah, he probably flat spotted those tires. If iRacing was really realistic, flat spotted those tires, he's gonna need some new ones.
Oh yeah.
As we got some people saying, let's go ahead and bring in Brandon Hughes if he's on that list.
Yeah, he's on the list. Let's see if he's in any of the VCs.
He is. He is in Brandon Hughes Racing.
Let me pull him up.
Hey, what is going on, Brandon? Got a copy?
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, man, I swear you got to be the most popular driver in these lower tier series. Every week, you got a fan base. You got Bull Laid Outdoors, Kelsey Wilds, of course, Matty G backing you up, man. Currently sitting in 4th place, man. You've been kind of sitting there quietly outside the top 10 or just barely inside the top 10 all race long. Do you think you got anything for these guys up front to kind of sneak away and steal this win from them?
I don't know. That 95's fast. He just keeps pulling away from everyone. That and, you know, coming out of 3, going into 4, everyone's getting loose. So it's hard telling. As long as we can stay clean, we should be able to have something for him.
Yeah, that's nothing I've asked you, dude. You look like one of the cleaner trucks out there in the top 5. It looks like you and the 40 have kind of really minimized your incidences. Talk us through how that's happened for you here tonight, with it being a short track and bumpers are banging and people are slamming in the wall. What's been your strategies throughout this race so far?
I've just been very patient. Just patience been key, and nutrition over position, really.
Nutrition over position. I better see that on your back bumper next week. I like that one.
Now we'll see what we can make happen.
All right, man. Good luck the rest of the race, and let's see if we can get that podium finish and talk to you again here at the end of the race.
I appreciate it.
Brandon Huggies. Stop with that, Matty G. Stop. I can't. I can't with y'all. When I broadcast, I can't with y'all. Damn. 95 and 40 leading with the green flag, and Marshall's all over that back bumper. Kind of checked the 19 Alex 4J up there a little bit. As Marshall gets bumped up the track, and I thought they were about to go 3 wide, but the 19 thought otherwise. And Brandon Hughes, he mentioned that 95. I think he forgot to mention that 19 Alex 4J.
Yeah, Alex is sneaking his way back up here. That yellow really helped him a lot. I think we'll try to get back up here.
Yeah, yellow definitely did help out Mr. Alex here. Put him in the back of the lead lap cars instead of back of the field. So currently lap 92, we got 8 trucks on the lead lap, with Ryan Simone being your only truck a lap down. Should a caution come out and he's not involved in it, he'll be your lucky dog, which will put us at 9. Yeah, I don't know if he meant nutrition or I don't know. I think he might have said that wrong. I don't know. But in the meantime, Alex 4J able to get around the 32 machine of Brandon Hughes. And we're going to watch him more than likely slowly but surely hunt down these two leaders in front of him.
That he is. So these leaders got to watch out, because on that long run, Alex Forte, he's going to drive it back up here.
Yeah, Alex 4J for sure showed he had the best long run speed out here tonight. I wouldn't say so much short run speed, but he definitely had by far the best long run speed we have seen out here so far. But caution's going to come out. I'm not seeing, as I say that, I see the 24. A quarter of Boyne involved in the incident here. Yeah, it was with Peyton Hart. It looks like Peyton might have got a little tight coming off this corner.
Yeah, 24 got loose in the corner, and Payton just had nowhere to go. Wrinkles up his front end.
That was. I don't think that was 24 getting loose. I think that was a 43 getting tight coming off corner exit. Yeah, unfortunately, I believe Peyton got a little too tight there and washed up the track and collected 24. I think Peyton was like, I'm done. Bye. Because he's gone. Both those trucks were multiple laps down, as this will allow Ryan Simone to get back on the lead lap here. And Corey Raboyce would technically be scored the next lucky dog, as he's the only truck 2 laps down. So like I said earlier, Ryan Simone kind of reminded me of myself from last night. 2 laps down with, I think when he went 2 laps down, we have 40 laps to go. Now on the lead lap, and has a chance to improve his position here as this race comes to a close here, with more than likely 25 to go when we go by green flag racing.
Yeah, that time for that yellow, that's going to put him back on the lead lap, so I'm lucky to see him maybe gain a couple spots here late in this thing.
I think the one thing helping the 36 of Simone out here is, I mean, his car's beat up. The truck is beat up here a little bit, but you look at some of the guys in front of him, like the 78 of Marsha Harris. His truck is definitely looking a lot worse for wear than that 36 is. And then how about this 83 machine of Vince Veckin? Haven't caught him out all night tonight. Truck looking mighty clean here. Currently running in 8th place, kind of just quietly sitting there. And this one thing I love about short tracks is you don't got to be the fastest out there. You just got to be the most consistent and avoid all the wrecks to get a good finish. Let everyone else wreck themselves out.
Yeah, that's how I got myself up in the top 10 on the Cup race last Friday.
That's how I got top 5 last night. I just got lucky enough that the final two cautions involved everyone in the top 10. I was like, hey, I'm fourth somehow. And the funny thing about that was, Easton didn't want to race us. He was just kind of in there and helped me out because I don't like Dover. Dover is my worst short track, and I usually love short tracks. And I had just said, I'm like, well, I guess I'll settle for a nice place finish here. And Easton was like, don't count your chickens out of the basket yet, or something like that. And sure enough, 2 laps later, caution came out, and I didn't realize the lucky dog till it came up. Your lucky dog came. I'm like, no way! What? I didn't realize at the time until I went back and watched the replay. We were in the middle of green flag pit stops. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So, because I had it set in my mind, I was running that tank dry, and I was gonna pit probably around lap 110. The caution came out 12 laps sooner. So, finally had a little bit of luck here in this league, because lately I haven't had the greatest luck. Between having to miss the first 2 races, messing myself up at Michigan, getting stuck 2 laps down at Nashville, I was just, not the best luck this season in Xfinity. Might as well get all that bad luck out of the way now. But we're about to get green flag racing yet again. 1995, be looking at them, the battle out here as the race comes to a close. 25 laps to go this time by. Oh, 95 must have missed a shift or something, because that 19 got in the back of him hard. As the 19's going to put it 3 wide going down the backstretch. 40 of Jack quickly to the lead. 51 gets in the back of him. What a save!
Lap 40. They are still fighting for this lead.
What a save by that 40 machine. I thought for sure he was going for a spin. The caution is
looks like
out.
Hughes is collected in that one.
Oh, tough break for Brandon. Man, we can stop pulling people up, dude. Hey, I gotta say, Brandon, if you go back and watch the broadcast, they asked for it, all right? Yeah, 3 wide going into that corner. And, I mean, really nowhere to go if you're Brandon. It's just, you're in the middle of a sandwich, and you have no room for mistakes. But in the meantime, let's go back and watch that save by the 40 machine of Quigley. I don't know how he pulled this off. Go ahead and write cockpit view with him here in a bit. We'll watch it from far chase. We'll go to cockpit view.
He was cracking it.
Wow. I thought for sure he was going for a spin. Gotta write cockpit view. Very minimal steering input too. He kind of let that truck slide like naturally. I would have saved him there. But I believe it is showing Adam Leideke as the leader as we get ready to restart this race yet again.
Alex Forget's jumping in the bit, so a bunch of guys behind him.
Yeah, I was about to say as I was fast forward, and it looks like Fort J and Kevin Jordan both dove down pit road this time by. Along with, I believe Josh Van Wester, he came to pit road that time too. I'm kind of shocked by that pit call by 4J because we saw what he can do in old tires. Dover is the best? No.
These guys in the front, they have slightly older tires, so that might be why Forget came in so that he can try to get around these guys up front a little easier.
Yeah, and how about the 51 of Adam Leideke? Like I said, he was my pick to win this race. We've seen him be dominant all season long. Took him a while to get up there in that lead, but now he's up there in that clean air. It's going to be interesting to see if anyone's able to stop him.
Yeah, that's going to be really interesting, as I believe we're coming to 20 laps to go.
Yeah.
So we start with 19.
We come across start finish line this time by 20 to go. Pace. The lights on the pace truck. Oh no, they stay on. They'll be going green with 18 to go. Yeah, and Banksy, to answer your question, there are two tracks I absolutely cannot stand to save my life on iRacing. It is Dover and it is Darlington. Cannot stand them. I cannot drive them. They're my kryptonite. I just stay away from them.
I like Dover. As long as it's in the ARCA cars.
No.
ARCA cars are fun to drive at Dover.
No. Nope. Yeah, Tommy, it is definitely a long race tonight. We had a really good green flag run, but cautions bringing cautions, and we'll have Adam and Daniel leading us to green this time by, and I don't know if that 40 is going to race the 51 too cleanly after we saw, whoa, Marshall Harris getting in the back of the 51 there under caution. But I don't know if the 40 is going to race too cleanly after that little bump going into turn 3 a couple laps ago. Keep your eye on those two yellow and blue machines on the row 3. So we go green flag racing. They're out there on fresh tires. 95 not wasting no time. Putting it 3 wide going into turn 1. With Alex 4J going to the outside. Oh, into the wall. Alex 4J goes. Yellow's going to come out. Looks like the 6 of Cody Sean's involved into that one. Man, they were trying to go 4 wide at Richmond. Wait, what?
Yeah, that
wait,
may work.
Hold on, wait. I'm confused on his caution. So Cody Johnson's coming out of pit lane. Oh, whoa. Who was that? Looked like the 36 of Ryan Simone.
Whoa.
Oh, the 32 of Brandon Hughes came down. I think it startled Simone a little bit there. A little bit of inexperience. But, man, Simone got lucky here. Wow, he barely missed that wall. I mean, I know he hit a truck, but if he would have drilled that wall, that would have been his night for sure. Let's go ahead and actually let's go ahead and ride along with Simone here and possibly see what he might have saw. Knowing Simone's on one screen, let's go ahead and watch it here. Oh, yeah. I mean, you can't blame Simone for that. I mean, you can't really blame anyone for that one. He thought 32 was going to come down lower, and he made a move to make sure he didn't collect the 32, and unfortunately caused a caution.
Yep.
I tell you, one guy, yet again, he wanted to see that caution. That 19, Alex 4J got on that wall, is about to lose a lot of spots. But he's going to be restarting P6 here. And how about the 95 of Kevin Jordan putting it 3 wide in that restart? Going to be restarting P3 now.
Yeah, he's moving back up here. He's going to try to see if he can get this one. I believe he was my pick to win this race at the start.
Alright, man, we got, I think we'll have about 10 to go, maybe 11 to go and go racing. Do you think we got another caution in us?
I believe we do, especially once it gets to the last 5 laps, I'd say. There'll be another caution. I think.
You know, I thought the same thing last night. I was praying for one more caution because I wanted to get that podium finish so y'all can be like, how did you do it? Like, I don't know. I was praying for one more caution last night and I unfortunately get it as we still only got 9 trucks on the lead lap with Alex Golf would be scored our first truck a lap down, but he's technically 3 laps down. But I know we're off next week while we're under caution. Well, everyone's off next week by Xfinity. because we're just special, I guess. We're just special. Anyways, everybody's feeling awesome this week. So the next time these guys in the truck series will be back racing. It's gonna be back to dirt. Bristol dirt, baby. It's Bristol, baby. Hopefully this time by we'll have caution turned off during the actual race. And then after ARCA at National Super Speedway, they're gonna be off for a week, and they're gonna be in Milwaukee Mile. I gotta get that track. I've never raced there. And then
It's a fun track.
after the Cup off week, they will be going to New Hampshire. So definitely tune in when we go back racing after next week being off. Start kicking off with these trucks at Bristol Dirt. And man, if it's anything like Eldora was, it is going to be one heck of a show, and you do not want to miss it.
I am not looking forward to New Hampshire. That's my least favorite track.
Oh, I love New Hampshire, but we're green flag racing yet again. 51-40 top two. 95 getting a great jump on our fresh tires. And 19 Alex 4J looking to put a 3 wide going into turn one. Can't quite get there as Marshall Harris throws a little bit of block on him there. Keep an eye on this 95 and 51 as they go down the backstretch. 2 wide behind the 51.
Oh, and they're wrecking towards the back.
I heard it. No caution, no 002. Is stopped on the track. Ooh, he might get some slack for this, as that will gonna bring out the caution. No, he goes to pit in time. 95 to the lead. 40 looking to the inside now. Don't forget, 40 and 51 had a little incident earlier on in this race. Alex 4J's cracked the top 3 yet again. 10 to go, coming to 9 to go once they come out of turn 4. At 95, I know he probably does not want to see 4J right now. 4J looking to the inside, 51, try to put a block on him, a little too late. To the inside, the 19 goes.
Both of them are going to slide up through the corner, it looks like. Alex 4J is getting a good run coming into turns 3 and 4.
Going into turn 3, Lideke overshoots the turn. P2 goes to Alex. And how about Brandon Hughes sitting there in P7 now?
He's working his way back up.
I hope this stays green. This is going to be one hell of a battle coming to the start-finish line. To come by this time by 7 to go. We all know if that 19 get around the 95, it's game over. That 95 can do everything he can to keep the 19 behind him. 19's going to look to the outside this time by. Oh, they're going to make contact coming off of turn 3. 19 into the wall. 6 to go. Alex 4J got this thinking like, all right, I got you. That 95 is defending as much as he can, knowing that 19, once he gets a clean air, he's going to be checking out. 95, 19 all over that back bumper. 5 to go this time by. To go into turn 3, 19 still trying to ground his 95. Might have screwed up his entry a little bit there. Off a corner exit, 4 to go. 19 going way low into the grass. Going to cost him time. 51 of Adam Lideke's going to get around. Ooh, they're dancing down the backstretch.
19's looking back to that outside of the 51. He's going to get a good run coming off of 3 and 4 from the straightaway.
3 to go this time by. Time is closing fast for this 19 to get this lead back. They're side by side behind this 95. And Kevin, that's exactly what you want to see if you're the leader right now. 19 able to get around to 51. Two to go this time by. 19 looking to the outside. Gonna try to get the running corner exit. Kevin's gonna throw the block on him. Man, I think so. 19 can get there. He can use the bumper, and he does. Last lap here. Does the 19 have it in him to get around Kevin? Will we see the bumper used in turn 3 and 4? Coming off of turn 2, the 19's there at the back bumper. Kevin can try to throw another block on him. 19 can look to the outside.
He's there.
He's there, but will he get the run on corner exit? Kevin throws the block. Into the wall he goes. They're going to spin across the start finish line 95, and Kevin Jordan collects the win.
What a finish.
What a finish indeed, man. I thought the 19 can get there in time. I thought a bumper was coming for sure. I thought the bumper was going to come in effect. Wow. Kevin Jordan, I believe, collecting his first win here in Midwest Days of Thunder. I might be wrong on that, but what a race that was. Burn it down, Kevin.
That's got to be a finish of the year so far. Of the season.
Man, I don't know what it has been, but this last week of racing here in Mdot has been nothing but extraordinarily fun to watch. All the way back to last week's truck race.
And that's all because we all went to really good tracks to watch races as well. Admins over here at Midwest States of Thunder put on a really good schedule.
No. They could take Dover off. Let's wait for podium finish here. Adam Leideke coming out with third. Alex Forjay second. Kevin Jordan collecting that win. And man, if you got a problem with the way Kevin was racing, you probably shouldn't watch a race. And that's what you want to see at a short track like this. A bunch of blocking. That's what you got to do to win at a track like this. You can't give up that racing line. You got to make the guy in second pass on the outside. And Kevin did one hell of a job blocking that racing line, blocking the inside and corner entry, and what a way to collect the win. And to answer your question, Kelsey, someone has a question about who's the biggest mover there, Gary. I'll say it was Brandon Hughes.
The biggest mover is Brandon Hughes.
Yep.
He finished in P8, and he gained 13 positions from where he started. He started back in 21st.
We wait for some more people to join podium finishers. If they don't, I'll just make them come here. I think so. I'm gonna do is we'll drag Mr. Adam Leideke down, our third place finisher. What's going on, Adam?
What's going on, Isaac?
Hey man, one hell of a race you guys put on here tonight. Probably one of the longest green flag runs we've seen this season here in the Truck Series, dude. Gotta ask you, man, you last pit on lap 87. Did you regret not coming to pit lane on lap 125 when Kevin and Alex did?
Big picture racing. You know, I was just happy with the finish.
Gotcha, man. Yeah, I mean, you were up there. It looked like you qualified P5. I just switched over to you on your second lap, and it looked like you might have spun out. Do you think you had a chance to get that pole, or were you already pretty slow on your second qualifying lap?
No, I was on a lot better lap my second one and got loose out of 4 and lost it all, and you know, but it is what it is. I didn't figure on a win, but I am tickled to death with a third. I figured it would just be a survival race, and if you can survive in third, you've done a good thing.
Yeah, that indeed, man. Like I said, you guys put one hell of a race there. You were my pick to win it, dude. You've been up front all season long, it seems like, and kind of shocked to see you struggling there a little bit. Do you think not getting that pole position, which you could have probably got had you been able to complete that second lap, affected on the outcome of this race for you?
No, just them boys, Alex and Kevin, just flat out, just they had fresher tires, and I wasn't gonna battle them to, let them other guys catch into me. So, I mean, I don't think I could have beat them. I mean, I just flat got out drove tonight.
I bet you were hoping coming to that final lap they would have wrecked it, weren't you?
Well, that's why I let them go so easy. I thought maybe they'll get up there and get into something, and it almost happened.
That indeed it did, dude. Once again, congrats on your third place finish here. I know we're off next week, but talk us through what's going through your head as we go back live in 2 weeks here in the Truck Series. We'll be going to Bristol Dirt.
Hey, it'll be okay. It's kind of like a Talladega or a Daytona, just crapshoot. You might make it, you might not.
All right, man. We'll go ahead.
I won't give.
Oh, go ahead.
I want to give a big shout out to Brantley Road and Harpoon Design. He fixed me up with the paint like 2 minutes before this thing went live, so I appreciate him. And if you need a paint, go check him out. Harpoon Design.
So he did that in 2 minutes. All right, we just might have to.
Well, I think he'd been working on it a little bit.
All right, man. Once again, congrats on the third place finish, dude. And we'll probably talk to you sometime later on in the season.
Thanks, guys.
All right. Next, go ahead and pull in our second place finisher, Mr. Alex Cordier. What's going on, man?
I'm disappointed.
Man, I don't know if you can be too disappointed, dude. I cannot talk tonight. You and the 95 put on one hell of a show. That final green flag run there, dude. I thought you were going to use the bumper on that last turn. You tried going to the outside, dude. Man, that last green flag run, well, what do you think you could have done differently to get around that 95? As we know for sure you got that clean air, you would have checked out.
Honestly, I just watched the replay. There's two main points that I think I could have got the lead if it didn't or it did happen. Well, one time the 95 squeezed me into the wall exiting 4. I had to back up a bit, and I still got bounced up a bit. That was a bit weird. And then 2-3 laps after that, exiting 4, I lose it, almost went into the grass. Those 2 moments killed pretty much my ultimate run. I really liked the outside because I had 2 right side tires, but it wasn't enough, I guess. He in the 95 was blocking really well, and like I told him, I mixed between really being happy for getting second place, best lap and everything, and I'm kind of pissed, after him because he blocked well, GG to him. But I just wished I had better result from this race. I felt like I had it in ends if it wasn't for yellows.
Yeah, I think there was 1 or 2 yellows that actually cut you a break. I know one of the yellows that came out to restart, you went high, got into the wall, and had that yellow not came out, you're looking to lose a couple of spots there, and another yellow benefited you after we had just talked to you. You're like, well, I hope another yellow happens here, and you end up getting one. But for the most part, there were some yellows out there that kind of definitely put a wrinkle in your playing here tonight. But second place, man, that's nothing to be disappointed in here at a track like Richmond.
Thank you, guys. That was a fun race overall. I really liked it. There's these tracks, somehow I'm really good. Really like it. That was fun.
All right, man. Once again, congratulations on the second place finish.
Thank you.
All right, next we'll go ahead and bring in a race winner here tonight, Kevin Jordan. What is going on, Kevin?
Hello.
Hey, man, some really aggressive blocking there in that last 10 laps there. I was saying during our broadcast what you're going to have to do, because we all saw that once that 19 got some clean air, he was gone. And I know that for sure that was going through your head, and that's why you were blocking him so hard in that last 10 laps.
Yeah, I knew we had a pretty similar pit strategy, so I knew he was a lot faster in the long run. So, I just done what I could, and turned out to be good.
Yeah, man, I got to ask you there, dude. Do you feel like you did the 19 dirty at all, or do you feel like that's a typical short track racing when we go to a place like Richmond?
At the finish, I was kind of just looking at my mirror other than where I was going in a straight line. And, I kind of got into the wall before him. And I believe I pushed him into the wall beforehand, which I didn't actually notice. But we were just talking, you know, we were both cool about it, so, you know.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, you guys definitely made the finish this race interesting. I thought for sure once the 19 got past that 51, you were gonna be gone, but he was able to get around that 51 and catch back up to you, man. One hell of a show you two put on here tonight, and talk us through what's going on and through your head as we get ready for Bristol Dirt here in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, right now I'm just gonna concentrate on Nashville and Thursday, and hopefully do a repeat.
All right, man. Once again, congratulations on that win.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right, everyone who is still tuned in watching, we do got a points update. And Gary, Ryan Simone is our new points leader. Wow.
That North-South team, they're strong this season.
That is cool to see. Ryan Simone leading the points. Especially been broadcasting him since he came into Mdot. Watch how much he has improved as a driver, and I cannot wait for him to get his first win. You know it's coming. It might not be this season, might not be next season, but I'm telling you, by the end of this year, Ryan Simone will collect his first Mdot points race victory. And I hope I'm the one broadcasting it and not you. But anyways, everyone tuned in. Thank you very much. Definitely a great race to call. I mean, we had short track racing. We had a little bit of everything. We had the bumpers banging. We had the door banging. We had the wall banging. You had the long green flag run, the short green flag runs, the cautions after cautions, and the amazing fight for the win at the end. I don't think I could ask for anything different. What about you?
Yeah, I'd say that pretty much wraps it up for what a good short track race is. That was really exciting and fun to watch and broadcast.
Yeah, I'm definitely ready for Bristol Dirt. I cannot wait for it. After Eldora, I am excited for Bristol Dirt. And it's going to be different Eldora because you go from small banking that we saw at Eldora a couple weeks ago to high banking on dirt. They're going to be able to carry a little bit more speed through the corners, and you're still going to have the half throttle going down that straightaway. So it's going to be a fun and interesting one. But thank y'all for tuning in. And next time we will be live for Mdot. Will be Thursday night for the ARCA series. And definitely tune in for that one, as that is going to be a really good show. As these guys have been in ARCA, have been putting on shows week after week. And if next race is anything like Gateway was, we're going the same style of track. You get that 1.5 mile speed, but you have that short track braking. It's going to be one heck of a show. So definitely tune in there.